We got a kind of a surprise snow last night. Turned to rain and sleet and stuff, but I was driving back into an area. I figured there might be a little more snow than downtown, which it really was just a dusting. And I cut a big track from the road. Just got lucky. Not usually get a big one from the road, but I cut a beautiful track here from the road, heading down into some big wild country. And it's I don't think I'm real far behind it. It's not rounded out or anything from the rain, so we're going to see what happens on it. It's a good buck. Don't know how heavy he is, but he looks like he appears to be pretty heavy, and it's one we want to try to get anyway. So I want to show you the track and get moving. Where he crossed the road here. He's got a good, just a normal walk. He's got a good 2-foot stride, and his stance is out there pretty near 12 inches the outside of his track to track. And here's a good clear print right here. You can see his dew claws. That clip is 3.5 inches. So that track there, he might have slipped ahead a little, but it's a good, what I call a 3x3 track, probably 3.5 by 3. And you can see the dew claws are set back quite a bit. Kicking snow, dragging his feet a little bit. He's headed down into that country right there. Got to see what happens. I just jumped the buck. I had to hurry on the track where I picked it up where he crossed the road before. There was a doe and 2 lambs down in there, and he kind of busted them up and come back up across the road, and then that put him in between 2 roads that aren't really very far apart, and I was afraid he'd come back out and someone else might drive in and get on the track ahead of me. So I pushed on the track real fast, just trying to make sure, you know, he didn't get back across the road, or if he did, I got out there. But anyways, he ended up laying down in an old chopping right between the road, just about 200 yards up from this old road, and I ran down to the road to try to cut him off. He ran towards the road, the lower road, the same road I'd crossed earlier, and I didn't make it, but he'd slowed down and he's gone back down into some bigger country now. I think now I can slow down and hunt him like I should. I spooked the buck again up on a hardwood ridge. I don't know how he saw me, but he must have. But he ran down into this swampy area, across the stream over there, and he's been jumping along, but he stopped here to rub this signpost right here. See the shavings on the ground. He just did it. Maybe he's gonna slow down and relax a little bit. I just got him. I'm not going to be able to keep the camera out too long because it's drizzling pretty hard here, but after that buck went by that signpost, he come up through a hardwood ridge and come up over the top, made a scrape again. I didn't think he was going to lay down. He's been traveling. Came down, got in the brush up by a pond, and then now he got in the back of some old choppings here, and he's been zigzagging through these choppings. He'd go up a skid road and then up on the bluff and then back, and I just thought in my mind this is going to be a good place to catch him here. and he cut off a skid road and he ran up on a bluff, and I snuck up on that bluff and looked down a skid road here. I'll show you in a minute, the skid road. I'll show you where I was. And he's standing right here, looking back, and I got it on him before he bolted, and I got one into him and fired 2 more when he was running back, and he didn't go 3 jumps, I guess. I made 3 shots and 3 jumps, and he went down. I'm going to show you him. He's a beautiful 10-pointer. But where I was back up on that knoll over there, right by that stub. If I can get it a little clearer. Right by that brown stub. About 50 yards over there. He was standing right here. Right there. There's where he kicked up. He turned, jumped back, shot again, jumped again, shot again, went down right there. Beautiful buck. That's what it's all about here in Maine. We get some snow. It's hard to get these big bucks. When we get some snow, kind of levels the playing field a little bit. And it's early in the season. It's Monday of the 2nd week. I don't know, 8th or 9th of the season, I guess. And they're just starting to travel and search for does. I think that's what he might have been doing here. I was in here this summer scouting around, and there was a doe or 2 on this in this bluffs in here, so he might have been looking for them does. But anyways, I'm gonna have to put the camera up here. Get it out in a minute, show you a better picture of it. Beautiful buck. Beautiful. Just want to thank the good Lord for providing this animal for me.